time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Hey, hey.
Isn't that the most horrible thing you've ever heard? I'd throw it out, except it was a Christmas present from Chris. He thinks kids really like this sort of stuff.
What?
The relatives. We promised Chris would feed the animals before they got here.
Oh, I've got a soccer game this morning.
Then you'd better get moving, hadn't you? Mark!
What are you doing?
I'll have first shower while you empty the dishwasher. Then you have your shower while I make the breakfast. Mark!
All right, I'm up. Satisfied?
Some people in this house get right up my nose sometimes.
Some people in this house get right up my nose sometimes.
There you go, Cindy. There's a good girl.
Here's the rest of her food, Vinny.
Thanks.
What's that?
The ute. Chris is still trying to start it.
What? Who's meeting the relatives at the airport?
Good question.
What's her big hurry?
It's Chris. He's still trying to get the ute going.
What? How am I going to get to my soccer match this morning?
Good question.
Attention passengers arriving on flight 542 from London. Could the King family please report to the information desk? The King family, please go to the information desk.
I thought you said they were going to meet us.
That's what they said in their fax. No one's answering the phone number they gave us.
Well, maybe they left a message. Let's go check at information desk.
Trust me, darling, the last place to get information at an airport is the information desk.
Are you sure?
Positive. Come on, we'll take a taxi. Where's Gregory?
I've closely observed all people walking here, and everything seems to be A-OK. No one with weights and shoes, and no one being sucked into outer space.
Why are you looking at my feet? Well,
I don't know, sir.
I don't like having my feet looked at. These are my feet. And what I do with them is nobody's business.
Yes, sir.
Don't let it happen again.
No, sir. Mental note. Make sure future use of binoculars is done in top secret manner.
Hey, insect! Hurry up, we're going to catch a taxi. When can we go back to England?
Stop acting like it's the end of the world.
It is the end of the world. Australia's as far away from civilization as you can get.
That's why we used to send our criminals here, so they'd be as far away as possible.
See? We're surrounded by thieves and murderers.
That was 200 years ago. Come on, the taxis are over there.
But what if the taxi driver kidnaps us and holds us for ransom?
Fat chance. We'll probably be mugged before we even get to the taxi.
But how will they know where to go?
I left a message at the information desk for them. I said, go to the hotel and ring us when they've settled in.
What happens if they don't get the message?
Of course they'll get the message. They're experienced travellers. The first thing they'll do is go to the information desk.
That should do it.
Right, Mark, let her rip. Once more, mate.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Mate, I really think the problem is with the spark plugs.
Vinny, I know this car like the back of my hand. It is not the spark plugs.
Chris, my soccer match starts in an hour. You promised you'd drive me.
And I will if you just give me half a chance to get this heap of junk going.
I look at the spark plugs Mrs. Medlow always used to.
Vinny, it is not the spark plugs. I know what the problem is, and I know how to fix it.
Remember how I told you Chris was a real loser at cooking? Well, with cars, he's totally tragic.
How far is it to Wallaby Park?
It's Excuse me, how far is it to Wallaby Park?
Oh, it's a fair way.
It's a fair way.
20 minutes or so,
20 minutes or so.
maybe 25.
Maybe 20.
Mummy, I can hear him. I'm not deaf.
All right, darling, I'm just trying to be helpful.
Are you sure he's taking us to Wallaby Park?
Why wouldn't he be?
What if it's not? What if it's a thief that is taking us into the outback to rob us?
Gregory, your overactive imagination is becoming painful.
I'm sure we'll be perfectly fine. Now let's just sit back and take in the sights. Oh, look, there's one of those... What do you call them?
A bird.
Yes, I know it's a bird, silly. But look, isn't it beautiful?
It's a seagull, Mummy. We have them in England.
Well, there you are, you see. It's not that different from home after all. We'll have a wonderful time.
Why do parents always make out that everything's really interesting? So embarrassing.
I checked with the airline. Their plane landed an hour ago.
We should have heard from them by now, shouldn't we?
Any messages on the answer phone?
It's turned off.
I thought I specifically gave instructions that the answer phone should be kept on at all times. Now, who turned it off?
You did.
I did.
Last night, when you were showing us how easy it was to use.
Well, didn't it occur to any of you to let me know that I turned it off?
We thought it was part of the demonstration.
Honestly, do I have to do everything around here?
Do you want me to try starting it?
All right, go on. At last.
We head for my soccer game now?
All right, go get your stuff.
What was wrong with it?
Spark plugs.
I told you, totally tragic.
Sorry, folks. Shouldn't take me long to change it, though.
What did I say? This is a classic criminal setup.
And what would you know?
It's exactly like that Dick Driver Ace Detective story where Dick went to Mexico and was hijacked in a taxi while looking for lost Inca gold.
Well, this isn't Mexico, and we're not Dick Drivel or whoever he is.
All right, you two. Come on, let's stretch our legs while the poor man changes his tyre.
I think the best thing is to split up so that he can't get all three of us at once. I don't want to worry Mum, though, so I have to play it very low key.
What's that awful noise? Gregory? Have you been bitten by something?
No, Mum, I couldn't be better.
It might be an idea to keep out of the sun for a while.
I think I'll just stroll over and check out the bush.
Do you think he's all right? They say jet lag can have a strange effect on some people.
Mummy, Gregory is strange. Full stop. End of conversation.
What's that over there?
Something about real estate.
Could be useful. I might just get the details.
Situation high alert. Mum and Gemma aren't worried, but I've watched that taxi driver and I'm sure he's sus. Just look at him. If he's going to make a move, now's the time he'll do it. Oh no, he's after Gemma. What am I going to do? Gemma!
What's happened? Gregory, you all right?
No worries. Just a huntsman.
Ah!
He dropped out of the tree onto a shoulder. They're not poisonous, but they can give you a bit of a nip.
Oh my... Oh!
Awesome.
You all right, mate?
Oh, yes, thank you.
OK, well, the tyre's fixed. We can hit the road, unless you want to do some more exploring here.
Absolutely not.
Come along, darling. Let's get you away from all these nasties.
Oh, well, even Dick Driver Ace Detective gets it wrong sometimes.
Oh no. Look, I'm sorry, the park isn't open to visitors today.
I'm afraid you're going to have to take this lot.
Why?
Well, they've come all the way from London.
Hello? We're looking for a Mr. Chris King?
Are you the Kings? The Kings of England?
Yes, I suppose we are the kings of England.
Great. Chris just left a few minutes ago. I'll go and call him. Won't be long.
Oh, you couldn't bring us a little money, could you?
Money?
We need to pay for the taxi.
Oh, sure.
Can't you answer it while we're driving?
It's illegal. Hello, Chris King.
They're here.
What?
They're at the park.
What? The relatives?
Yeah.
Well, what are they doing there?
They're the new owners, aren't they?
Yeah, but what are they doing?
Nothing much. One of them's yawning.
Yawning? Why are they doing that? All right, look, just go on and be nice to them. We'll be there soon.
We're not going home.
These people have just spent 24 hours on a plane. They've made a special effort to come and meet us, and they're the new owners. Of course we're going home.
But I've got a game. The coach will kill me if I don't show up.
Sorry, mate. Better ring him. I'm sorry about the confusion at the airport. I left a very clear message at the information desk.
Please don't worry about it, Mr. King.
But Chris. Call me Chris. And we are relatives after all.
Are we?
Great. As if things weren't bad enough already. Now I find out that I'm related to a family of convicts.
I'm sorry. I thought you knew that.
Bit like my family, relatives everywhere. Easy to lose track of them.
I'm sorry, you are?
I'm Vinny.
He's Vinny, our animal expert. Sensational with animals.
Really? And are you related too?
If this gets any more painful, I'm going to throw up.
It's all to do with Mrs. Medlow, you see. She was our great aunt. Same as for Greg and Emma here.
Gemma.
Are you sure about all of this?
Well, didn't Mrs. Medlow tell you?
To be honest, we didn't even know Mrs. Medlow was a relative until we were told we'd inherited this property.
Oh, right, I see.
Can you believe it? I missed out on a really important soccer match to put up with this.
Well, look, I expect you must be pretty tired after such a long trip. Why don't I call a taxi and get you off to your hotel?
What hotel?
Well, the one you're staying in.
We're staying here.
I'm sorry?
Well, there's not much point in owning a property if you can't stay in it, is there?
At least Chris won't fall for this one. There's no way he'll let them stay.
Well, I guess I'd better work out some sleeping arrangements then.
Oh, and could I use the telephone, please?
Somehow I don't think this is turning out very well.
This is the pits.
I want to go home.
Isn't this great? I'm going to really love it here.
It's going to be great having you here. I never have other girls stay over.
It won't be for long, just until we sell.
Till when?
Till we celebrate things.
What things?
Everything. Celebrate everything.
Right. You can sleep in my bed and I'll set up the camp stretcher over there.
Oh, I can take your bed from you. I'd feel awful.
Okay, you can have the stretcher then.
But I'd hate for you to think that I'm being rude, so okay, I'll take the bed.
What do you think of my room?
It's really nice. This would have to be the most boring room I've ever seen.
I guess you've noticed I'm a huge fan of Johnny Mantra. I've got 2 of his CDs.
Do people in Australia still listen to him?
And Shana Wheatley? Isn't she fantastic?
This is so 20th century. I can't believe it. Do you have anywhere where I can put my rings and stuff?
You wear jewellery?
I'm a gal, aren't I?
Mrs. Medlow never let me. Said it wasn't right for girls my age.
Make that 10th century.
You can use this drawer. I'll put my stuff somewhere else.
Fine.
She's really nice, isn't she? And we've got so much in common. We're going to have a terrific time together.
Down this way. Hey, Greg, are you coming?
Sorry.
Keep up, mate. What's the matter with you?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be slow.
Fair enough. It's not your fault, I suppose.
What?
Nothing. Come on in.
Wow, double bunks. Can I have the top one?
No worries. You can put your stuff in the wardrobe. There's plenty of room.
Great, thanks.
Listen, if you need to use the toilet, it's just down the corridor.
I'm fine, thanks. Wow, you've got a 65X2000.
You know it?
My dad got me one last Christmas. Do you have many games?
Heaps. We can get stuck into them after dinner if you want.
You bet. Wow, this is so super excellent. What a fantastic room. And I get to sleep in the top bunk too.
We'll leave you to it. Give us a yell if you need a hand.
Roger. Will do, Mark.
Funny little guy, isn't he? I wonder if all English kids are like him.
All right, Mr. Salmonelli. Yes, that would be wonderful. Excellent. We'll see you then.
Everything all right?
Perfect, thank you.
I hope Mrs. Meadow's room will be comfortable enough.
Perfect.
Anything else I can get you?
Well, what I would like to do is to have a look at the property. If you can spare the time, of course.
Absolutely. I'll get Mark and Kate to show the kids around too.
Oh, there's no need.
No. This is a family affair and they are part of the family. A good business plan and strong personal commitment. That's the future for Wallaby Park, eh?
Is it?
Kate, Mark, come on. We've got work to do.
These are our koalas. People from all over the world come to see them.
You're kidding me.
Would you like to hold one?
Why would I want to do that?
Most people think they're cute. They like to cuddle them like babies.
How disgusting. Oh.
Now, I know you like these two. Greg?
I'm here.
Mate, sure you don't need to go to the toilet?
I'm fine, thanks. What's in here?
Have a look.
Wow, alligators.
We call them crocodiles. Pretty neat, eh?
They're amazing. Are they man-eaters?
Don't know about man-eaters, but I reckon if you stuck your hand in their mouth, you probably wouldn't see it again.
Wow.
This is where we let people walk among the kangaroos and emus. It's very popular.
You really do have the most amazing collection of Australian animals.
We like to think so.
Now, what about the sheep and cows?
Sheep and cows?
The ones you sell for wool and meat and that sort of thing?
I'm not totally sure what you mean there, Gabriella.
Wallaby Park is a farm, isn't it?
Well, we do have some horses and a goat, but it's not what I'd call a farm exactly.
Well, what would you call it exactly?
Oh, it's a wildlife park.
A wildlife park?
A wildlife park?
You've got to be joking.
You've got to be joking.
You are joking, aren't you?
I'm sorry, I thought you knew. But it's a very good business, and with the extra funding that you're bringing in...
What funding?
Well, the money that you're going to invest.
We haven't got any money.
I'm sorry?
None at all. At least not until we sell this place.
Sell?
Did you say sell?
You're going to sell the park?
Sell Wallaby Park?
I'm afraid we have to. I've arranged for a real estate agent to come round tomorrow. I'm sorry. I hope this won't inconvenience you. Much?
Oh, Mrs. Medlow. She'd die if she knew they wanted to sell.
She's already dead.
Well, she'd die twice. Bet she's up there looking down on all this and getting really angry.
Not a good day for Wallaby Park, eh, guys?
Isn't there something we can do?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. They're the new owners, and what they say goes. Unless...
What?
Nothing. I'm just grasping at straws.
Where are you going?
To read Mrs. Medlow's will.
I thought you'd read it several times already.
I've read it, but they mightn't have.
What's she talking about?
Who knows?
This is so typical. Whenever there's a crisis around, Chris disappears. You can never count on him.
Well, Mr. Salmonelli, what do you think?
What I've always thought, Mrs. King. Wallaby Park will make one of the finest housing estates in the district. It'll sell like hotcakes.
And we'll get a good price for it?
You're going to need 2 jumbo jets. One for you and the kids to take you back to England. The other one for all the money you're going to make.
But what's going to happen to all the animals here?
Oh, we'll find perfectly good homes for them.
But what sort of homes take in crocodiles?
Someone, with a big swimming pool who needs an interest to stop them from dropping down dead. Crocodiles are perfect for people like that.
But what if they can't find someone?
Gregory, stop trying to complicate everything. We'll sell, and then we'll leave, and then we'll be back home where we belong.
All you have to do is sign, Mrs. King. The sale of Wallaby Park will be underway. Allow me.
Thank you, Mr. Salmonelli.
Before you sign, Gabriella, there's something you and Mr. Salmonelli should know.
Do you mind, Chris? The new owner and I have important business to conduct.
I just want to be sure that everyone's aware of the codicil in Mrs. Medlow's will.
Codicil? What's a codicil?
Well, that's... What are you talking about, Chris?
It's all here, Mr. Salmonelli. Read for yourself.
What it says is that Mark and I can live at Wallaby Park until we're 21. No one can kick us off and no one can pull down this house.
But surely that's not a problem, is it?
It's a huge problem, Mrs. King.
Why?
Well, nobody will buy the property while they're living on it. Makes it too difficult to develop.
Do you mean to say we can't sell it at all?
Not for housing. You could possibly sell it as a wildlife park.
Well, let's do that then.
Unfortunately, there aren't too many people in the wildlife park business. Could take time.
How much time?
I don't know. 6 months?
6 months?
Possibly a year?
A year?
Probably never.
I think Gemma's going to faint to fall off a chair.
Okay, so Chris is hopeless at cooking, tragic with cars, and generally not the world's greatest athlete. You gotta hand it to him though. When it comes to stuff like law, he's as sneaky and clever as anybody. And it was nice to find out that Mrs. Medlow looked after us. I know Gemma's disappointed, but maybe Mrs. Medlow's done her a favour too. I reckon Gemma will really like it here.
I hate it! I hate it! I hate it! We're stuck in this horrible place forever!
We'll just have to put our heads down, work hard, and hope we can find a buyer.
I'll never see my friends. I'll never see my school. I'll probably never even see England again. My life is so over.
Don't be silly, darling. Of course you'll see England again.
Mummy, please don't be optimistic and positive and all those parenty things. I am not going to be jollied. I refuse to be jollied.
You're right, darling. You must deal with this in your own way.
I'm over the gravity thing now. I know that if I get into trouble, my new cousins will help me. They are so super excellent. So is Wallaby Park. This is going to be the most fantastic fun in the history of the universe.
Aldo's hamburgers are the best hamburgers in the entire universe. They're to die for. He uses his very own special secret ingredients.
There you go. 2 Aldo's Cheeseburger Supreme. Enjoy.
Excellent.
Hey! Go on, chica! Don't worry about chewing, swallow it!
What are they doing?
Training.
Training for what?
What else? Aldo's annual hamburger eating challenge. All the burgers you can eat, plus $100 first prize.
But only if you can break Johnny Vignardi's record. 20 hamburgers in 15 minutes.
20 hamburgers? A person would have to be a real pig to eat that many.
Come on! Eat it! Go! I need more sauce. Give us it!
Get lost, it's mine!
Chica needs it!
I had it first!
My photo!
Gotta go, see ya! Come on, chica!
It's ruined.
Sorry, Aldo. It was an accident.
It's going to cost $50 to fix this.
50?
You're paying for this, Kate, or I'm banning all you kings from my burger van.
So unfair. Where am I going to find that kind of money?
You could always win the burger eating competition.
Get real. There's no way I could eat that many burgers.
Maybe you couldn't, but what about Mark?
Of course. Mark the human eating machine. Mark has an appetite that has to be seen to be believed. Except if the food's being cooked by Gemma.
I call it mystery stew. It's my specialty.
But it's not just Mark. Everyone hates Gemma's cooking. Somehow I need to talk Mark into helping me without letting him know I need the money.
Hey Mark, how's it going?
Terrible.
What's wrong?
In football, my goal scoring rate is down from last season. And my batting average is hopeless compared with last term. What if my whole sporting career is all downhill from here?
Eureka, I've struck gold. The perfect way to get Mark to help. Maybe you're just not trying the right sport.
I've tried every sport, believe me.
Not the one I have in mind. In this one, you could be a champion. You could even break a record.
A record?
A world record. One that hasn't been broken for 20 years.
I don't get it. Whenever I cook, no one wants to eat it. They're so ungrateful. Still, waste not, want not. I'm going to give it to the poor people. Well, the only poor person I know. Weird Wanda. Weird Wanda's not exactly my favourite sort of person, but she's okay in a bad-tempered, ungrateful sort of way. That's funny. The door's open. Anyone home? It's Gemma King with a gift to brighten your poor wretched life. What a shame. She's not here to gratefully accept my gift. I'll just put it in the fridge. Half-eaten food and a cup of cold tea. Wherever she went, she left in a hurry. Hello? Wanda? Miss Wilson? Very strange.
But eating's not a sport.
Depends on how you look at it. If there's a record up for grabs, it could be right up your alley.
20 hamburgers in 15 minutes? That's mega. There's no way I could do that.
Of course you can. I've seen the way you eat and you have a gift.
You reckon?
Absolutely. No questions about it. You're a total pig. Food eating champion.
And don't forget the prize money.
That's right. $100 split 3 ways.
No way. I'm doing the eating. I get the money.
But it was our idea. How about 50-50 split?
I get 80. I'll give you $10 each. Spotter's fee. That's my final offer.
Should have known he wouldn't fall for it. Still, any money is better than none. I don't like the look of this.
Yeah, have you seen him eat? He's a total guts.
We may have to do something about Mark King.
But people just don't walk out in the middle of a meal. It's like she vanished into thin air.
Don't worry, Wanda will be fine.
But what if something's happened to her? What if she's had an accident or fell down a well?
Trust me, they don't call her Weird Wanda for nothing. She takes off all the time.
Where does she go?
Who knows? Some people reckon she's got this cave up in the hills.
A cave?
Other folks reckon she's really a millionaire.
Of course, no one in the right mind would believe Wanda, a millionaire. But perhaps I better check it out. Just in case.
Hey, Kingy, did we hear right? You trying to beat our dad's burger eating record?
Maybe.
Not a smart move, Kingy.
Yeah, not smart.
Those burgers might not be too good for your health.
Actually, Mark's a champion eater. He can out-eat anyone. He can't out-eat Maria.
Maria?
Well, someone has to defend our family honour, and that someone is me.
You don't stand a chance.
There's no way I can out-eat Maria. She's the biggest guts in the school.
He can't back out now. I need that money. Mark's a sportsman. Time to appeal to his sense of fair play. Mark, it's time you made a stand for freedom, justice, and the money.
I still don't reckon I could out-eat Maria.
You can with our help, but you will have to put in some serious training.
Training? For eating?
Right, first stop after school, Aldo's.
Here you go. 1 Aldo's special, hot off the grill.
It's got onion on it. I hate onion.
Well, that's too bad, my friend. The rules of the competition say everyone must eat the same burgers. Well, all the burgers have got onion.
There goes a chance of a world record. There's no way I can eat onion.
Then we'll just have to train you how to eat it.
Miss Wilson, hello? It's open, just like yesterday. Hello? Hello? The food's still on the table. My stew's still in the fridge. I knew it. Something has happened to her.
What do you think you're up to?
Miss Wilson.
What are you doing here? breaking and entering by the looks of things.
What am I doing here? What are you doing here? You're supposed to be down a well.
Where I've been and what I've been doing is none of your business. Now, go away. I'm expecting a caller.
How rude. And after all the trouble I went to give her my nice stew.
Here, this smells so bad it must be yours. Get it out of here before it stinks up me fridge.
What a horrid, ugly old woman. I thought she'd be grateful being so desperate and poor and penniless and... A limousine? It couldn't possibly be going to Weird Wonders, could it?
Your car awaits, madam.
He just called her madam. Weird Wonder being driven in a limousine? Where would she get the money for that?
Other folks reckon she's really a millionaire.
They're right. Wanda's rich. Filthy, limousine driving rich.
Remember what they say, no pain, no gain.
Pain? What sort of pain?
The first step to beating food hates is to confront them straight on.
What's this for?
You'll see. On this plate, I have a slice of melon, a slice of apple, and a slice of onion.
Oh, get away from me. It smells revolting. Oh, what's that for?
If you can't smell it and you can't see it, then you won't know what it is. Open wide.
Can't taste a thing.
Congratulations, you've just eaten onions.
I have?
World record, here you come.
So, Wanda turn up?
As a matter of fact, she did.
Told ya. No need to worry at all.
So, I suppose you've known Wanda for ages.
For yonks.
And she'd have to be the most poorest person you've known.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I assume she gets lots of charity. Lots of help from lots of well-meaning people.
Why are you so interested?
Oh, no reason. I'm a wake up to your game, Miss Rich, Weird Wanda Wilson. But I'll give you one last chance to admit the truth. I trust Madam enjoyed her stroll.
You nearly scared me out of my wits.
Look at the house. It's such a mess. Is it the maid's day off?
The who?
Where have you been this time? Out lunching with the stockbroker, counting your loot, buying more real estate?
What are you going on about?
I know your little secret, and I think it's time you came clean to everyone around here. What do you say?
I say, I've had enough of your stupid nonsense. Now go away.
Fine then, but don't say I didn't give you a chance. Now I'm going to expose her for the cheat that she is. Starting with the Meals on Wheels lady. What a lovely job you do, giving out free food to those less fortunate.
Why, thank you. And Miss Wilson is one of our most needy clients.
Really? I hate to gossip, but that's not what I've heard. Wait till she hears this.
Here you go. 1 Aldo special, fresh from the grill. You got the money to fix my picture?
Don't worry, Aldo, I'm working on it.
Okay, champ? On your mark, get set. Not bad, but you chew too slowly.
Too slowly?
You'll never beat Maria if you eat at that speed.
The issue is good, but not that good.
Don't worry, it's all in your technique. You have to spend less time chewing and more time swallowing. Oral history.
No more gum, Greg. My jaws are killing me.
You have to keep chewing in order to strengthen them. We brought you here to see the Eating Dream Team.
Who's that?
Isn't it obvious?
I can't eat like that.
You have to eat like that. The dingoes are your role models.
The dingoes are seriously scary eaters. I can't eat like that. That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
No, it's not. It's inspiring. Right, now for phase 2 of your training. Get set, go.
You can't eat like that, you'll get indigestion.
He's in training.
What for? The world's largest stomach explosion.
Hello? Is this the church charity league? Who I am is not important, but there's something you should know. It's about Miss Wonder Wilson.
Come on, Mark, you can do it. Well done. Come on.
I understand your organisation does free cleaning for Miss Wonder Wilson. Well, you might want to change your mind after what I have to tell you.
Come on, Mark, you can do it. Go! Yes. Go! Yes!
Yes, well done.
No more. I'm so full. I need to lie down and have a rest.
No time for rest. You've got some running to do.
Running?
Absolutely. That's phase 3 of your routine. You need to hit the road and work off phase 2 so you've got room to start eating again.
Which is phase 4.
But
it's the last day to go, and you want to break that world record, don't you?
I don't know, do I?
Do it? You bet. He'll get the message now. Let's get out of here.
I quit.
Quit? You can't quit.
I'm fat and I'm bloated and my pants don't fit anymore. If this is what winning a world record feels like, then you can keep it.
Please, Mark, you can't give up now.
Kate's right, a good night's sleep and you'll feel much better.
For the last time, no. If it means so much to the Vignardi's, then let them win, because I don't care anymore.
Do you think we pushed them too far?
We had to try. There's no way he could have beaten Maria without putting in the training.
Tragic, isn't it? Because now we'll never know just how good he could have been.
Mark, what is it? A squashed hamburger and a note. Unless you want to end up like this hamburger, you won't go in the competition tomorrow. The Vignatis. This is getting very ugly. The Vignatis really mean business. There's no way Mark will enter the competition now.
Who do they think they are? They can't just break into my room like this.
Mark, please. We're too young to end up as burger meat.
You remember what Maria said? Her family honour is at stake. Well, it's the same here. I'll show them not to mess with the kings.
Looks like I was wrong.
What are you doing? You can't just barge in here and take my food away.
The food's for needy people, not for people like you.
People like me? What are you talking about? What's going on? Are you deaf? What's going on?
Justice has been done. Cheats never prosper. Not with Gemma King around. Isn't it a beautiful day? It's so nice to see everybody out enjoying themselves.
Are you feeling all right, dear?
Why shouldn't I be, Mummy?
You're so unnaturally cheerful.
That's because it's not just hamburgers on the menu today. Wonder's goose has been well and truly cooked.
No sign of Mark. Looks like our little plan worked.
Happy feeling hungry? Because I could eat a horse. And speaking of horses, I found this in my bed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aldo's annual hamburger eating challenge is about to begin. Would the contestants please take their seats? This is the final call for contestants. You have 5 seconds to...
May the best day to win, Maria.
I intend to.
And introducing our official starter, the all-time Aldo hamburger eating champion, Johnny Vignati! Don't forget the record you're all trying to break. That's 20 hamburgers in 15 minutes. Over to you, Johnny.
Contestants, ready? Ring-a-ding, go!
think that the human stomach can cope with this?
No, not really. But some things have to be learned the hard way.
All right. Beautiful.
Oh, no, one down.
I can't stand it any longer. I'm going on the diet.
Wow, look whose car's here.
How do you know Dimitri?
Dimitri? Who's Dimitri?
The guy who owns Limo, Aldo's brother.
Aldo's brother? You mean it's not... I'll be back in a minute.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
Making hamburgers. Not that it's any of your business, Miss Goody Two Shoes.
That limousine outside, it is yours, isn't it?
Mine.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Every year I help out Aldo with his burger competition, collecting the secret herbs and spices. And every year Dimitri drives me around collecting the meat and buns.
You mean you're not rich?
What?
Please tell me you're some misguided millionaire, pretending to be poor and ripping off the system.
That's exactly what the Meals on Wheels lady called me.
Please, Miss Wilson, there's no need to get upset. It was just a little misunderstanding.
And now I'm going hungry because of it.
Hey, Wanda, there's some lady from the church charity group looking for you. And she seems pretty upset.
Time to make some more phone calls, I think.
All right.
Come on, Chica. Keep going.
Seconds to go! Go, Mark! You can do it! Go, Maria! Go, Maria!
Bear to watch.
Neither can I. That's it.
Congratulations, son. He's the new record holder. Yeah! Put your hands together for Mark, everybody.
Good on you, Mark. We knew you could do it.
I can't believe I've done this. My own record. It's the best feeling ever.
You out-ate me, Kingy, fair and square. The biggest guts won on the day. But I'm surprised you like the burgers so much, after what Sophia found crawling all over them at the back.
What?
Can we have the prize money now, Aldo? Then I can give you that $50 I owe you.
Sorry, Kate, no can do.
But Mark won.
Well, look, the rules clearly say that you have to eat your burgers and keep them down for at least 2 minutes to officially break the record.
Tough luck, Kings. Looks like you didn't make it.
Well, look, the judge's decision is that Johnny Vignati's record still stands, only now it's been tied by his wonderful daughter, Maria.
Those Vignatis, if I didn't know better, I reckon that whole cockroach story was a fake.
Really?
I bet you they didn't even find any on the hamburgers.
I've got some good news. Johnny Vignati was so happy he's paying for a new framed photo of him and Maria.
Well, at least I'm off the hook.
But I've also got some bad news.
What's this?
The bill. 20 hamburgers at $3 each.
$60?
All losing contestants have to pay for their burgers. You only get them free if you break the record.
$60 divided by 3 is $20 each. Where are we going to get that much money?
There's only one thing to do. Start you training for next year's competition.
I'd have to have rocks in my head.
Mark? Oh, hang on. Can't we at least talk about this?
About time, young lady. Where have you been?
Cleaning.
Cleaning?
And washing and dining.
Whatever for?
Someone has to do it. Don't they, Gemma?
Yes, Miss Wilson.
Who on earth is this?
This is Miss Wilson. She's our guest for dinner.
Thanks very much for inviting me round. Now, what's for dinner? I'm starving. Steak and kidney pie, my favourite.
Gemma?
It's just for a night or two. Until the Meals on Wheels lady returns to help her.
Night or two?
Oh, this is marvellous. Race you to the bottom of the plate.
The next time I see a poor person who behaves like a millionaire, I'm going to keep my mouth firmly shut.
To unpack.
I can see that, Mummy, but I wish I couldn't.
It's going to take longer than we thought to sell this place. But we will sell it.
How can I possibly survive till then?
We just have to make the best of things. Pass me the box. Oh, Gemma, do be careful.
Sorry. Look at this. I haven't seen this before.
It was my grandmother's. She gave it to my mother. And one day, it'll be yours.
Oh, how excellent. Look how it catches the light.
When you're 15. Which brings me to another subject dear to your heart.
What's that?
School.
School?
Darling, you didn't think you could avoid school, did you? It's the law in this country too, you know.
Oh, but what's the point? We'll be gone in a few weeks. Why bother learning a whole lot of stuff I don't want to know about anyway?
You start tomorrow. Your brother's very excited about it.
Mummy, Greg gets excited over pot noodles. Anyway, I can't go to school. What would I wear?
What you always do.
What?
Aren't you lucky I packed it?
My uniform.
What a weekend. Those English rellas are something else. Especially that Gemma. I'll be happy to go to school just to get away from her. I don't believe this. This isn't real. It's real.
Greg, wait. It's time for your makeover, Greg. Makeover? You can't go like this. Every kid in school will pick on you for a month.
Something wrong?
Do you always go to school looking like that?
This is a uniform of the best girls' school in Surrey, which in case you didn't know is in England. Which in case you didn't know is where I'm going back to as soon as I possibly can.
Okay, only asking.
Where's Greg? The silly insect's going to be late.
Here he is.
Gregory, you can't seriously think you're going to school looking like that.
Like what?
Look at him!
Obviously, this place is a jungle, and obviously there are a lot of wild animals around. But if they think they can scare me, they can think again.
Sucked in!
Class, help me welcome our newest member, all the way from England, Gemma King.
Thank you, Mrs. Krantz.
Gemma, why don't you stand up and tell us a little bit about where you used to live?
I still live there. I'm only visiting here.
That may well be, dear, but I'm sure we'd all like to hear just how you came to be here.
Been brought before this court for the crime of being poor. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Nonsense! Of course you're guilty! I hereby sentence you to be banished to Australia. There you will spend your days living with some extremely silly-looking animals. And cousins who are even poorer than you are. Take them away.
We'll be back. You can't get rid of us that easily.
I just have.
We'll be back. You can't keep us away forever. Get out. Will you keep, you know? We'll be back. And in conclusion, just let me say how very happy I am to be in your beautiful country. And thank you for making me feel welcome.
Thank you, Gemma, for that excellent account. You may be seated. That is enough. Mark King, see me after class. Everyone else, take out your English books and turn to page 47.
Didn't you bring any lunch?
In my school in England, we were given lunch in the dining hall.
Don't worry, you can share mine.
Thanks.
I'll go get us a drink, won't be long.
G'day, new boy. How goes it?
Fine, thanks.
Yeah, so how come you haven't put your tag on the Wall of Fame yet?
Pardon?
See that wall over there? Every new kid has to put his name on it.
Yeah, it's the rule. I can't see any names there.
That's because you're the first new kid this year, isn't it, Chica?
Yeah.
Gotta do it, mate.
Oh, but I don't have a pen or anything.
Ah, here. Use this.
I am very disappointed in you, Mark. It was immature, irresponsible, and look how you've upset poor Gemma.
It was just the old whoopee cushion gag. Can't you take a joke?
Are you listening to me, Mark King?
Yes, miss.
And to make up for what you've done, you will spend the rest of the term as Gemma's school buddy.
What?
You will remain by her side. Whatever she wants, whatever she needs to help her settle in at school, you will provide.
But that's like I'm her personal slave.
This is so good.
Remember, you are on your third strike, young man. One more foul up means no cricket camp, so don't blow it. Gemma, would you take this letter to your mother, dear?
Writing my name on the Wall of Fame.
What?
They said I had to.
Told you to stay away from them. They're sheep with more brains than those two. Stick with me and you'll keep out of trouble.
Mark, What? Seeing as you're my school buddy, where are the girls' toilets? Come along then. What for? I want you to stand outside and make sure nobody comes in. What? And hold my hat too.
I'm not going to do that.
If you don't, I'll tell Mrs. Krantz. It would be such a pity to miss the cricket camp.
Okay, but just be quick then, will you?
I have survived the worst day of my life. Except the day Amanda Dent turned up at Phoebe Forbes' party wearing the same dress as me. Anyway, one thing's for sure, I have got to leave that horrible school as fast as possible.
Mark? What? These girls, they are girls, I assume. Who are they? Vignatis. Everyone knows that.
What's they doing out there instead of in here?
They got suspended from school, didn't they?
Suspended? You mean they don't have to go, they can stay at home?
Well, that's what suspended means, doesn't it?
Maybe I should have a word with these Vignatis.
Look, if you think school's bad, you want nothing to do with the Vignatis. Believe me.
How was it?
Don't ask.
Couldn't have been that bad.
It was worse. Mummy, you're cooking.
Trying to, darling. It's coq au vin.
But we never cook. You always used to have Sally to do that.
We'll all have to start learning new skills from now on.
Oh, if you say so. Here, my teacher told me to give you this.
Well, here are those bank statements you wanted. Oh, hello. You're cooking. What is it exactly?
It's coq au vin.
It smells more like cocker spaniel.
Isn't that sweet? I've been invited to morning tea at the parents' committee tomorrow.
Oh, very important, that. If you want to be accepted by this community, you have to be nice to the P&C.
Says to bring a plate. Don't they have enough plates of their own?
Bring a plate means bring a cake or biscuits, stuff like that.
How quaint. There's a cake shop in town. I'll buy something there.
Oh, you can't do that.
Why ever not?
This is the P&C. You'll never be forgiven if you bring shop-bought cake. You have to bake it yourself.
But I can't bake a cake.
Well, maybe Gemma could whip something up.
Me?
Excellent idea.
But I failed scones in home economics.
At least you've done it before, which is more than I have.
This isn't just a bad dream anymore. It's a total nightmare.
Hey, Greg. How'd the first day at school go, mate?
Great.
Yeah?
There's a computer in my classroom. My teacher said I could use it at lunch.
What are you studying?
Australian animals.
You're studying animals on a computer? Mate, you got plenty of real animals here.
I'll do both. I'm going to learn everything I can about every animal in the park.
Wow. I better be careful, huh? You'll have my job next.
Get a move on, Greg. I better get going.
Sure, mate. You need any help there?
I can manage, thanks.
Dear Grandma, I bet you never thought your beautiful ring would end up in such a hideous place like this.
Gemma? I was wondering where you'd got to.
Just wondering if you needed any more help unpacking.
All done, thanks. Now it's late and you have school, so you better get off to bed. Oh, and thanks for offering to do those scones.
I didn't offer. You made me.
All in a good cause, darling. These people might help us find a buyer for this place.
So?
So I couldn't run the risk of poisoning the P&C. Be a good girl and do them in the morning so they're nice and fresh.
Mummy can be such a tyrant sometimes. Hate, 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 hate. What? what?
Look, maybe this isn't such a good time.
Well, let's see when would be a good time, Mark. I'm all booked up for this decade. Why don't we pencil something in for 2010?
Look, you don't have to throw a wobbler. Just want to ask a favour, that's all.
Favour? From me? Of course. I mean, you've been so nice and everything. I'm sure I could do it.
I don't know about you, but I reckon my timing's a bit off. It's okay, forget it.
I have.
Look, it's this school buddy stuff. I think we should drop it.
Really?
And all this hanging around you at school, it's kind of embarrassing.
And whose fault's that?
Told you my timing was off.
I might just think about it. If you tell me what really happened to the Mignatis.
What about them?
How they managed to get suspended from school, of course.
And why do you want to know?
Because I do. Any objections?
Well, last term, the teachers were planning some sort of staff meeting, right? So Maria sneaks in and hides a bottle of giggle gas.
Giggle gas?
You know, makes you laugh.
Oh, you mean laughing gas? Well, what happened?
No one really knows. It's the stuff of legends.
Mark.
Well, the teachers started breathing in this giggle gas. Pretty soon, that's what they were doing.
Giggling.
Out of the tree. Totally troppo. So the whole staff went gaga, and the principal had to cancel the classes and send everyone home for them.
Bring me the Mignatis! Now!
Wow, and for that they got suspended.
Too right, for the whole term. Now about this buddy stuff.
You can go now.
But what about...
I'll think about it if you go away.
Okay, I'm gone.
Have you ever had one of them moments where everything becomes crystal clear? Where it's all there, right in front of your very eyes? Rat poison. Overkill. You know what they say. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Big volcano, extra hot. Burn, baby, burn, chili powder. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes.
Now, turn to page 7 of your maths books, please.
The P&C meeting should have started by now. Soon all of my troubles will be over. I can just smell freedom.
Welcome to our little group, Mrs. King. But before we have tea and try some of your delicious-looking scones, we wondered if perhaps you'd give us a little talk about how you happen to be here in our community.
Well, it all came as a bit of a shock, actually. You see, it all started with Mr. Fitch giving me a call.
Any moment now, and they'll be reaching for my scones. I can just see it.
So can I go to cricket practice today? No. But you said... I said I'd think about it. I've thought about it and the answer's no. Come on, fair's fair.
Fair isn't fair. 1, you embarrass me. 2, you haven't learned your lesson. 3, you embarrass me. And 4, my ring is gone.
No way did I do that.
But I had it on this morning. Oh no, it must be in there. If the ring fell in the scone mix, then that means... And that means...
Today's top story, schoolgirl's ring chokes fat P&C lady.
No!
Ow! Mark King, this is the last straw.
No, miss. It's his... My foot. He has this ingrown toenail and he didn't want anybody to know in case he missed the cricket camp. But it's out now, so I'll take him to the nurse to see if there's something she can do.
Easy
easy, will you? My foot really hurts.
I left Mum's ring in those scones, and if that fat lady chokes, then I'm going to be arrested for murder, and I'll never get out of this country.
You're a Fruit Loop, you know. You should be locked up.
We have to get those scones back.
We?
You have to help me.
Oh, so now you need my help, eh?
Mark.
No way.
Mark, I put an entire jar of Big Volcano extra hot burn baby burn chili powder in those scones.
Oh, way to go.
You don't understand. I'll say you did it.
You can't do that.
I will.
I'll deny it.
Who's going to believe you and not sweet little me? Who's the class practical joker on his last strike, huh?
Can't you just go back to England?
I'm working on it. Now help me. Thank you.
I had no idea that losing all your money could be so interesting. Well, now we're going to try some of your delicious-looking scones. Ladies, scones.
No, they're about to eat the scones. Do something quick.
Out back where the rubbish bins are. Everyone out.
Get those scones. I don't believe it. It isn't in here either.
Then it has to be in here.
I don't know what the school's coming to, Mrs. Cranston.
Yes, Principal.
Setting off a fire alarm to steal the P&C cakes. I mean, if Mrs. King hadn't offered me one on the way in, they'd all be gone.
Yes, Principal.
He's got the scone.
I think I'd better eat this one now, just in case.
Yes, Principal.
How's that?
Even though you're new here, that doesn't excuse the fact that we expect a certain standard of behaviour.
Yes, get on with it. The sooner I get out of here, the better. Of course, Mummy will be upset, but she'll soon realise the benefits of having me home.
Gemma, are you listening? I could have choked on that ring.
Yes, I know, Principal. I behaved appallingly. I deserve to be suspended.
I'm not going to suspend you.
You're not?
You tried to warn me about the ring. You tried to save my life.
But you have to suspend me.
I know you feel guilty about mixing up the ingredients, but I'm sure that was an accident.
Accident?
The fact is, you behaved admirably. Far from suspending you, I'm going to make you school safety monitor. Here, keep this as a reminder of your quick thinking and life-saving actions.
Isn't life strange? 1 minute, I was nearly a murderer. The next minute, the school hero. How do you explain that?
It's the fiends! Doc!
Excuse me. I hear you're suspended from school. What rotten luck. I'd hate you to miss out on one of my scones, though.
Isn't this place super excellent? I love living here. But then, how could anyone not like living in a wildlife park?
I can't stand it. I hate this place.
What's wrong?
I'm rostered to feed the animals again. Why does Chris always put me on feed duty when he knows the animals don't like me?
Gemma, it's a known fact that animals don't care who feed them. They're like Mark. They'll take food from anyone.
Really? Then watch this, Mr. Zoologist. Here we go. So-called birds who can't even fly. Here it is. Come on. Okay. This is lunch, you bizarre hopping furbags. Come on. Here it is. Fine then. Go hungry. See if I care. That's it. I've had it. Never again.
What's going on? What are you doing to the roster?
Seeing as Kate and Greg are such experts, they can take my turn.
That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
How can I be expected to feed the animals when they all hate me?
Hang on. Isn't it the other way around? Don't you hate them?
I don't care. I'm not discussing it anymore. I do like some animals. I really do, just not the uncivilized beast they have here. When I was little, I even had a cat. She was so cute. I used to let her sleep in my bed. She was like my best friend.
What are we going to do, Mark? Gemma's got a huge problem with feeding the animals.
Well, her problem is now your problem.
Why?
She's put your names down to do feeding for her.
She's what?
Cuddles, I miss you so much. It's almost as if I can hear you right now. Wait a minute. I can hear you. Hello, little puss. There's a gorgeous pussycat there. She even looks a bit like Cuddles.
Do you think there's any way of getting Gemma to like animals?
Are you kidding?
Well, what if we got the animals to like her? Then she'd have to like them back.
Be serious, Kate. Do you really think the animals would ever like Gemma?
No, you're right. It was a dumb idea.
Unless...
What?
I have just had a super brilliant idea.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure yet. Just pick up anything with an animal smell about it. Fur or feathers, I mean.
All right. I think. What are we doing with all this stinky stuff?
Trust me, it's all totally scientific.
That's what he always says, just before everything goes horribly wrong.
It's a known fact that smells have a major effect on animals. It's how they work out who's part of their species and their family. So if we mix all these animal smells into one, it'll be like the ultimate animal attractant. When Gemma wears this stuff, the animals will want to get near her because they'll think she's one of them. Brilliant, huh?
Yeah. Except for one tiny little detail. How do we get Gemma to wear this horrible stuff?
Good point. I'm still working on that.
Someone's coming. Oh no. I'm sorry, Cuddles. Hi, Kate. Shouldn't you be outside doing outside type of things?
Yeah, I just came to... There's something under your blanket.
Oh, no, there couldn't be. It's just a trick of the light.
The blanket, it's moving.
Sorry?
What's a cat doing in here?
My goodness, so it is. How did you get in here?
Gemma, you know you can't keep a cat here.
But it was lost, and it looks so sad.
They kill the native birds.
Come on, Kate. Can you really believe that something this cute would hurt anything?
I'm sorry. If Chris or Vinny see it, they'll have it taken away.
Oh, please, no. Cuddles is the only animal that I actually like around here.
Cuddles?
I know. What if I keep her here in the bedroom? Then she can't hurt anything. Please.
This is a really bad idea. But maybe looking after a cat will make her feel better about the other animals too.
Kate, are you in there? I need your black marker pen.
It's not here. I lost it.
What? But I saw it in your room.
Hang on, we're not dressed.
Not dressed?
Okay, now we are.
There's your black marker pen. Get it and go.
What's that noise?
Oh, just me. I really love the feeling in my nails. You should try it, Kate. Kate!
Yeah, you're right. It feels amazing.
You two have cracked. You know that?
Don't know why I just did that.
Thank you so much, Kate.
Just keep it in here, all right?
Hey, Vinny, what's happened here?
Something's got in during the night.
But how could it get through the wire?
There's always a way. We better do a head count.
Gemma, wake up. Something got into the birds last night.
What?
The cat. Where's the cat?
Cuddles? Puss? Puss?
Cuddles. Puss. The window was open.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, and one of the birds has been taken.
No, I mean, she might never come back.
That's probably the best thing for everyone.
How can you be so cruel?
Kate, Operation Wild Cologne needs your help.
Okay, hold on.
Wild cologne?
Don't ask.
The mist is smelling really nice.
Oh, it's very strong.
Isn't it? We only need the tiniest bit. If we just put a few drops in, she won't even notice.
Are you sure? This is excellent. I can't wait to see what the animals do when they smell this. How do I get involved in these crazy things? There's no way this will work. Okay, spray the perfume so our sense of smell will be confused.
If I catch one of those feral cats near that bird cage again,
I know what I'd do.
I'd do more than just that.
I'd absolutely...
You're damn straight we would.
Stay calm, Kate. Are you sure it's a cat? It could be something else.
Need a trap.
A possum, maybe.
This is gonna be war. Mark, can you get onto it with Vinny?
I'm just asking.
You bet.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, darling. Goodness, you've been rather liberal with the perfume this morning.
I hardly used any at all.
Actually, I think it's me, Gabriella. I was a bit enthusiastic with it this morning.
Oh, you're so right. I can smell it too. Oh, it's so strong, Kate.
All right, Greg, I think we've got the point.
Spread some around the bird cage and knock the cat out that way.
What cat?
The one who's killing the birds.
What? I mean, what a lovely day it is this morning. It's so, sunny.
Chris, there's something Gemma has to tell you.
It's just that I think Kate's perfume is really nice. I don't know what you're complaining about.
I never said a word about perfume.
Gemma, please.
Actually, Kate, we really should get going. I think Chris is right. Maybe we should change that perfume.
What?
Something with a bit more lemon in it. Yeah, that's the go.
Gemma.
Come on. See you later, everyone. There's absolutely no evidence Cuddles did it. Surely even in this country, cats are innocent until proven guilty.
But she'll do it again. We have to turn her in.
Kate. Look into these eyes. Do you really think that they belong to a vicious killer?
Okay, I know she looks harmless.
I promise I'll keep her locked inside all day, with the window shut, and tonight we'll put her in Vinny's shed with the door bolted.
Gemma, I really
That way she can't even hurt anyone, even if she wanted to.
At last, Gemma's on her way out. I can't wait to see what the animals do. With that animal smell on, they'll be desperate to get close. Maybe there'll even be a stampede. odd. Maybe the wind's in the wrong direction. I don't believe it. Nothing.
Greg, why don't the animals react?
Probably because the whole experiment is a complete and catastrophic failure.
What are you staring at, birdseed breath?
Stop following me. I don't believe this, it's working.
Stay. Tristan, stay.
Yes.
Bad emu! Bad emu! Very bad emu!
Shoo, Tristan, go away! Are you alright?
I'm being attacked by that mad emu.
Maybe it likes you. You've got the cat in there?
I'm taking it to the shed. That way it can't possibly get into any trouble.
Good idea. Here, I'll help. Oh no.
Stay calm. Act casual.
What's in the box?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah. Anyway, we better go.
What'd you say?
Oh, just meow, 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 meow.
Huh?
Meow, 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 meow.
What's the matter with you two?
Well, we just
scaring Tristan off. He's scared of cats, so...
when we make cat noises, he runs away.
That's right.
Well, it's not working. He's right there.
Gemma? Mummy, don't do that. You scared the life out of me.
What is it? You look terrible.
I am terrible. I've got a stalker.
A stalker?
He won't stop following me. Wherever I go, there he is, spying on me. He even stuck his head through the bathroom window.
That's dreadful. I'm calling the police right away.
They can't help.
Gemma, I want this beast locked up.
So do I, but Vinny says he's harmless.
Harmless? Then I'll have a word with Vinny. Now, we'll need a description. What does he look like?
They all look the same.
Even Australians have distinguishing features. Try, darling.
Tall, with skinny neck, little black eyes, scraggly.
How hideous.
Clawed feet, grey feathers.
Grey feathers?
Of course, he's an emu. Didn't I tell you that?
No, you didn't. I think you better pull yourself together, darling.
But he won't leave me alone. This is serious.
What's serious?
Gemma thinks she's being stalked by a bird.
I am. There he is! Right there!
Why don't you lie down and I'll bring you some tea?
But, Mummy, he was really there.
Yes, of course he was, darling.
What's with the bell, mate?
It'll ring when we catch something. I want to be able to hear it from the house.
Are you two making a trap?
You bet. We're going to catch this killer cat.
But no one's proved it's a cat, have they? You still don't know for sure.
No, but it's a 99% chance, though.
But it mightn't be this time, might it?
What's the problem? You'll see when we catch it.
Greg, we have to talk about Operation Wild Cologne.
What about it?
Gemma's been stalked by an emu. She's too scared to even come out of the house.
That means the mixture worked. Oh, fantastic. I knew I was onto something.
Don't look so happy. It was supposed to make Gemma like animals, but now she's more scared of them than ever.
Every major scientific advance has its teething problems.
Greg, if she won't go outside, it means she can't feed the animals, which means we still have to do her work.
Well, what do you suggest then?
The only thing possible. You have to tell her what you did.
What? We did, you mean? Okay, I'll tell her. But you have to be there too, as a witness.
Witness to what?
My death. She's gonna kill me.
You did what?
Well, we're only trying to make the animals like you.
And what exactly was in this attractant insect?
Well, anything with a high smell factor, you know, feathers, fur, stuff.
Stuff? What stuff? And you put this gunk all over my my clothes without even asking me.
It's all right. Greg said Tristan won't look twice at you now.
That's the reason why you shouldn't believe him.
You can't stay in the house for the rest of your life, can you?
No, but I don't want that emu drawing attention to me while I'm feeding Cuddles. Look! There he is! Keep him away from me!
Greg or Tristan?
Both, but especially the emu.
It's perfectly okay, Gemma. I brought Tristan here to prove to you that he's really not interested. It'll be fine, really. Without the mixture, he won't even look at you. See, it's all totally scientific.
Don't look at me like that. Greg, why is he looking at me like that?
It's all right. Stay calm. He is really not interested.
Oh, he isn't?
He shouldn't be.
Somebody tell him that. You'd better fix this, Greg, or your life won't be worth living.
So, all totally scientific? No sign of him so far. I'll go and check around the shed. If it's clear, I'll signal.
Okay. Looks like we've outsmarted the evil beast at last. I can hardly wait to see Cuddles again.
All set to go.
I hope it does a trick. We don't want to lose another bird.
Benny, how come Tristan still has a thing for Gemma, even without the attractant?
Maybe he's decided Gemma's his girlfriend. See, once emus find a mate, they stick with them, sometimes for life.
For life? Then what can we do about it?
Not a lot.
Gemma's boyfriend is an emu? Oh, wait till I tell him at school. This is too good.
There is one possibility. If you can find a way to get Tristan interested in a female emu, then he might leave Gemma alone, but I don't reckon it'll be easy.
You'll be all right here on your own tonight, Cuddles? Oh, don't worry. Mummy will be back in the morning. I promise. Sweet dreams, little puss.
Hurry up, someone will see us.
Excellent. I've created a brilliant plan to stop Tristan stalking Gemma. All I need is one thing, which I'm sure I've seen in here. It's got to be here somewhere. Aha! Now to fill it with my mixture.
Okay, Mark, slowly.
Cuddles! No! You poor thing.
Cuddles? You know this cat?
Keeping a cat in a wildlife park? What were you two thinking, Kate?
Sorry, I know it was wrong.
And there's another bird missing too.
Well, then Cuddles can't have eaten it. She was in the trap.
Well, she ate it before she got caught, obviously.
Rubbish.
Look, either way, Cuddles has to go to the vet.
Good idea. She might have picked up something nasty from those horrible birds.
Gemma, the cat is a killer. It's going to the vet and it's not coming back.
But you can't do that. You've got no evidence.
But it ate the bird.
Cuddles wouldn't ever kill anything, ever. I'm sure of it.
I'm sorry, but we just can't afford to lose any more birds.
Poor pussy. What am I going to do?
I'm so sorry, Gemma. The first animal here you've ever loved and it has to be taken away.
Guess what, Gemma? I've worked out a brilliant way to stop Tristan following you, and it's all totally scientific.
And it definitely won't work.
Greg, right now, all I'm interested in is proving Cuddles is innocent.
But she's a murderer.
I may not have a perfect rapport with animals, but I know this cat. She's not a murderer.
Come on, girls. Vinny's got to go. Time to say goodbye.
Bye, Puss.
Hi, Cuddles. What are you two worried about? I still have 8 lives left, remember?
Who set the trap again?
I did, last night. It's a fox. It was a fox all the time.
And Cuddles was falsely accused. See, I told you, didn't I?
Now, this doesn't necessarily prove that cat didn't kill something.
Yeah, they might have been in it together.
Guys, come on. Admit you're wrong, won't you?
Vinny. Chris, you have to get him on his mobile and stop him taking Cuddles to the vet.
Great, the cat's been saved. Now, can I tell you my brilliant plan? Okay, the game is behind you. Call Tristan.
Woohoo! Tristan, darling, I'm here! It's better work and sex.
Are you ready?
Just do it.
Right now! Okay, now, Gemma, run away. Hide, Gemma, quickly! Perfect. To him, it's just like Gemma's changed into an emu.
Worked like a dream, I knew it would. You won't have to worry about Tristan again. I think he's in love.
Huh?
Gemma, what's wrong?
Well, look at him. That bird.
Huh?
After all we went through, he's not even serious about me. Dropped by an emu. How bad is that? Don't either of you tell anyone about this.
There, all done.
That's revolting.
Who asked you?
A 2-year-old could do better than that. You don't even care.
See, that's where you're wrong. I love art.
You?
Yeah, it's a total bludge.
Bludge?
Beats doing schoolwork any day.
Attention class. Brushes down, eyes up. Wonderful news. From tomorrow, we will have a special guest art teacher. I'd like to introduce you to Miss Rogers, who is the artist in residence with our local council.
Fantastic. We had an artist in residence at St Hilda's, my school in England. Now we might actually learn something.
A guest teacher. This is great. You never do any work with a guest teacher.
Hello, everyone. And please, no more Miss Rogers. Just call me Sondra. I'm really looking forward to this. And I know what you're thinking.
You do?
She does.
But don't worry. We won't be wasting a moment this week. Every night, I'll be setting you a painting to do for homework.
Homework?
And if you don't do your homework, you'll be back here on Saturday doing it with me.
Oh, this is blackmail.
Have you decided what to do for your science project yet?
Well, every time I think of something, someone else is doing it.
Why don't you help me with mine? I'm looking at how plants grow in different soil conditions. Those rotten emus, they've tipped over the compost bin again.
Oh, go
Gun, get out of it!
Go away!
Shoo!
Go away!
Go away! Gun, get out of it!
No worries, kids. I'll take care of these oversized chooks. Come, guys, on your way.
Wow, Vinny's incredible. It's like he can talk to them.
Sometimes I think he can.
How does he do it?
Beats me. So, what do you reckon? You want to work on my projects with me?
Thanks anyway, but I just had an idea.
Suit yourself.
Now there's a project I could do. How to talk to animals. I bet no one else has thought of that one. Testing. 1, 2. I'll be ready soon, I think.
Take your time, Greg. I've never been interviewed before.
This is Greg King, interviewing Vinny... What's your last name?
Don't need one, mate. Always been just Vinny.
Okay, just Vinny. I'll read the questions and you just take your time and answer.
Fire away.
Vinny, when did you first realise you could communicate with animals?
Well...
Is this a skill you were born with or something that you learned?
It was...
Are there any tips you could give?
Greg.
What is your favourite animal?
Greg.
Yes.
You haven't done much interviewing before, have you, mate?
How'd you know?
You want to learn about animals?
That's my plan.
You want to know how to get through to them?
You bet.
The first thing you got to do is listen.
Listen.
Listen, look, learn.
Listen, look, learn.
In this art class, we're going to do things kind of differently.
Really? How different?
Art isn't about painting neat little pictures in neat little squares.
No, it's not. It's not?
It's life. It's passion. Art is rejecting authority and breaking the rules.
Is it?
Isn't she fabulous?
Breaking the rules. That sounds pretty good.
This week is about being brave. About using your imaginations. If not, you might as well go home.
Okay then, see ya.
Sit down immediately.
No. I don't want anyone to hold back. You know, he's expressing himself and that's his right.
He's showing off. That's his habit. Sit.
It's important to have fun with art, to try new things, to explore your feelings. And that's our homework for tonight, to paint a feeling.
Excellent. A feeling.
We'll display and discuss first thing tomorrow.
I think she's so excellent. It's so exciting to have a real teacher for a change.
I think it's hopeless. Conga's dad's taking us fishing on the weekend. Now I have to do those stupid paintings, otherwise I can't go.
You are so tragic.
Art's what's tragic. How do you paint a feeling?
Easy. A portrait of you would be nausea. A portrait of fishing would be boredom.
Yeah, very funny.
Mark, about your weekend fishing trip. I've been speaking to Conga's father.
It's still on, isn't it?
Yes, of course. But remember, he's taking you out as a favour to me.
Why?
Because he's a real estate agent and he wants to get the contract to sell this place.
So?
So be nice to him. I want him to find us a very rich buyer.
I'm always nice to people.
Could afford me.
Hello, Mum. Everything absolutely normal. You don't need to worry about a thing.
I'm so glad. Any particular reason why you're telling me that?
I have vital scientific research which may change the way humans relate to the animal kingdom.
That's nice. Don't forget to take your pullover.
Look, listen, learn. Look, listen, learn. Recording how the emus communicate is amazing, except for the fact that they actually haven't said anything yet. I'm observing the emus from my camouflaged hideout in the bush. There's so much camouflage, there's no way anyone will be able to see me here.
Greg,
How did you see me?
it's pretty hard to miss a yellow shirt in the middle of an emu paddock.
Shh, get down. I'm observing the emus and studying how they communicate.
You're not serious.
It could be a scientific breakthrough in major proportions.
You're wasting your time, Greg.
Why?
Emus are the original brain-free zone. With them, it's gimme food or get out of my way. Come on, why don't you help me with my plant project? It'll be awesome.
Sorry, but I have important research to do.
Don't tell anybody, but painting an emotion is harder than I thought it'd be. What do I paint? Jealousy? Who could I possibly be jealous of? Anger? Not another picture of Mark. Happy? A plane back home to England. It's just too hard. Why am I eating this apple? Hunger? That's an emotion. Sort of. That's what I'll paint.
This is a total waste of time. I've got to paint something, though. There's no way I'm going to miss out on that fishing trip. And what emotion is this, Mark? The emotion of who cares, Sandra? Oh, excellent, Mark. You can go play football now. Thank you, Sandra. I think I will.
They're making a funny gok-gok sound. I think I'm on something. But I don't quite know what.
Oh no! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Oh, Mark, I'm really, really sorry. It was an accident. Honestly, I was just trying to follow the emus.
No sweat. Not a problem.
But won't you have to do it again?
It's perfect. It's the ultimate excuse. Sorry, miss, but the emus ran over my painting. Thanks, Greg. You're a real mate.
Note to self. I think I'm seeing a pattern here. Look. Listen.
Hurry up, Greg, or you'll be late for school. Don't tell me you've been listening to that thing all night. Eat up.
Greg, are you alright?
Gabriella.
Something wrong with your teeth, dear?
Back in a minute.
Is it just me or is Greg actually getting weirder?
Now for the moment of truth. Now to see if all my work is going to pay off. I can do it! I can talk emu! This is a scientific breakthrough of major proportions.
All right, Gemma. What do we have here?
It's a beef vindaloo in the desert.
Right.
Hunger.
Pardon?
That's the feeling. Hunger. It's a bowl of food abandoned in the barren desert.
Looks more like an ad for dog food to me.
Interesting. It's very, very interesting. Thank you, Gemma.
Interesting. What sort of a non-comment was that? She could have at least said it was good after all the hard work I did.
Now, what is this?
I knew Mark was hopeless, but this is pathetic. Miss Rogers is going to tear him to shreds.
I can explain. It's
fantastic. It's very original.
It is?
It is.
Sure, it's raw, but it's very imaginative. What feeling were you trying to depict, Mark?
It's sort of
confusion.
Yeah. That's it. I was really confused when I was doing it.
Excellent. Excellent. Mark here has tried something new, and that's great to see. Well done, Mark. I'm very impressed.
And I'm very cheesed off. This is so unfair.
All right, what's going on?
Going on? Going on? Where?
Since when have you been artistic? You're all crayons and finger paintings. I'm supposed to be the talented one in this family.
That's not what Sandra thinks.
You're an evil little worm, and you're not going to get away with this.
Ha! I think I already have.
I don't know what he's up to, but I'm going to find out. Mark King is a marked man.
Check her out. She's so jealous. She's been slaving away for hours. But I know the secret of doing a perfect painting in no time. Okay, gang, time to start painting. That's it, guys. Keep it up. Wonder if I could sell this stuff. They sell dolphin drawings and elephant paintings. Who knows? I could probably get a few bucks out of this. Sweet.
At last, just the person I've been looking for.
Yes?
Seeing as Sonder thinks that your work's so imaginative, I was thinking maybe you could show me how it's done.
Sorry.
I knew it. You've got something to hide.
No, I've already done it.
What?
I finished an hour ago.
Where is it? I want to see it now.
I'd love to show you, but,
But what?
It just wouldn't be fair on Sondra and the rest of the class. So you'll have to wait till tomorrow, like everyone else.
Oh!
I tried to tell him. He's making a total idiot of himself. It'll never work.
I wouldn't worry. Nothing Greg does works. With a bit of luck, the emus might eat him.
Gabriella, I'm worried.
Perfectly natural, dear. Nothing to worry about.
No, about Greg.
Oh, everyone gets worried about Greg when they first meet him.
Yeah, I know, but...
I'm his mother, and I was worried about him for the first 6 years of his life. Then I realised that's just how he is.
But he's acting seriously strange.
Which means he's behaving perfectly normally. Relax, Kate. Greg is just Greg.
Wonderful, Mark. It's very unusual.
It's very smelly. Smells like bird droppings.
I call it confusion too.
I'm not surprised.
Did it take long?
Well, I was having so much fun doing it, I, lost track of time.
Well, Headmaster, I think this shows what very talented students you have in your school.
Yes, indeed. You know, the marvellous thing about art is you don't have to like it to know that it's good.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were jealous.
Me? Jealous of you? Dream on.
Sondra wants me to put a painting in the district art show.
She what?
And I've got the rest of the afternoon off to do it. See ya.
That's outrageous. It's time I got to the bottom of this. Mrs. Krabs!
Oh, Gemma, you all right?
No, miss, I'm afraid I've come down with a horrid stomachache.
But you were fine in class.
Oh, it's a family thing in our genes. Comes on very suddenly.
Oh, dear.
I'd love to stay at school, but chances are I'll be caught short with very little hope of getting to the bathroom in time.
Oh, of course. No, you must go home immediately, if not sooner.
I need to understand, Mrs. Krabs.
I'll get your bag.
Now to get home early and catch an art cheat.
Gemma would seriously spew if she could see me now. Hey, gang. Time for your afternoon tea. Come and get it.
So that's how he does it, the rotten little sneak. I'll make you pay for this, Mark King.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
What is it?
Isn't that just Greg being Greg?
Yes, but now he's being just a little too Greg. Now, Greg.
It's not fair. It was just part of my research. Mum didn't need to get all crabby about it.
Hi. I just wanted to say I think Mum's being very unfair.
You do?
Absolutely. Your research is very important. I think you're so clever.
Since when?
Forever. I'm always telling people how proud I am to have you as my brother.
I've never heard you.
I wouldn't want you to get a big head. So can you really make the emus do whatever you want them to?
Well, my research isn't finished yet, but it looks like a definite maybe.
Fab! I'd love you to show me. Tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, if you get up in time.
Oh, I'll be up in time. I have very important things to do tomorrow morning. Very important.
Okay, who's taking it? Gemma! Where you put it? Where's my painting?
I'm sorry, Mark, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Come off it. You think you're so clever, don't you?
Me? Do you think I'm clever, Kate?
Oh, yeah, and scary. Definitely scary.
You can't beat me that easy. I'll paint another one.
Yes, right where I want him.
What's going on, Gemma? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Smart girl.
Greg!
Kate, when you're finished, can you take this lot up to the gate for me?
Okay.
Now remember, paper in the paper bin.
Bottles in the bottle bin. Yeah, I know.
Emus! Where are you, emus? Come on, gang. Breakfast time. Emus?
That's amazing.
See, I told you they'd follow me.
Just watching you, Greg, makes me feel proud to be a king.
Emus! Breakfast time.
Have you seen enough?
Not quite yet. Maybe 10 minutes more.
But then it'll be time for school.
Exactly.
Have you seen the emus? Never mind, no time. I need art. Any art.
Hey!
Perfect.
Excellent, Lisa. Now, that just leaves Mark. What flight of fancy do you have for us today, Mark?
I wasn't really in the mood last night.
Oh, please show us, Mark. We're all dying to see.
You've certainly outdone yourself this time, Mark.
The cheat's been caught red-handed.
A pizza box. Ham and pineapple, if I'm not mistaken.
He's gonna get 20 years detention for this. Let me guess, you've just had strips torn off you and your paintings have been exposed for the frauds that they really are.
No such luck.
What do you mean?
Sondra thinks I'm really imaginative and my paintings are very original.
You've got to be kidding.
I wish I was. There's a special art camp this weekend and Sondra wants me to go.
What? But I'm the talented one in this family. I should be going on that art camp.
You would be if you hadn't made me use that pizza box.
What?
Sondra loved it. She thought it was very inventive.
That is so unfair.
You're telling me. Now because of you, I can't go fishing with Conger and his dad.
Serves you right. Maybe next time you won't get poor dumb animals to do your homework for you.
Don't rub it in.
Who'd want to go fishing anyway? So smelly and disgusting. I couldn't think of anything worse.
Really? Just wait till she finds out about tomorrow.
So you reckon you got these emus sussed, eh, Greg?
Listen, look, learn, Vinny, it worked. I've cracked their communication code. And now you're going to prove it, right? You just watch. This is going to be the scientific discovery of the century. Prepare to be amazed.
I'm prepared.
Gok, 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 gok. Gok, 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 gok. Gok, 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 gok. Gok, 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 gok. Arg, arg. Gok, 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 gok. Hey, come back. That's not where I told you to go. Come back. Emus.
Don't feel too bad, mate. You can't rely on emus. Just when you think you got them sussed, they're off like a bunch of bullheads.
I don't understand it. They were perfect before.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah, I know. And I don't have a science project either.
Don't worry, you can share mine.
Really?
Come on, I'll show you the garden. It looks great.
Hurry up, Mark. You don't want to be late for art camp.
Let's face it, this won't be the best weekend ever. At least I'm not the only one who'd rather be somewhere else.
We're really so sorry that Mark had to pull out of the fishing trip at such short notice.
Not a problem. Just lucky you got another keen fisherman in the family.
Mark is seriously going to pay for this. Telling Conga's dad that I love fishing.
All set, darling?
For the last time, Mummy, I absolutely refuse to go.
But Mr. Congaloopas is the best real estate agent around. We need him to sell this place.
But fishing, Mummy, I can't think of anything more revolting.
Except not finding a buyer for the park?
I hate the way Mummy's so right all the time. Looks like I'm going fishing. But I absolutely refuse to kiss any fish.